Tyler's just saying there's a lot of colors, 9 colors. Welcome, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. It's 5-5 day. There's the city. It's not 5-5 weather out there. It's still kind of like late winter feeling, although it's technically spring out there. You see a little green on the trees. Construction, the top of the Chrysler building, Empire State over there, still visible. So yeah, but we're getting ready, you know, like spring is just around the corner. Technically spring is here already, and summer is soon, so you're gonna need these things fast. Stat New Wave 5.5s. We're not gonna oversell them. There's 7.5s coming next, well, fingers crossed, 7.5s next week. 5.5s are the short jam, the short. And let's get into it. I'm gonna step down and show you Tyler rocking, going all olive on us.
What's up?
Oh, you're wearing Majewel, right?
Yep.
Majewel, so it's not olive really. Although I guess you could call it like a really yellow olive if you wanted to. What size?
I'm wearing size 30.
30? That's your true size?
That's my true size, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would probably prefer 31 just for a little bit more room. And I feel like my shorts a little bit looser.
Yeah, so true to size definitely fits in the waist, and you get like a nice short, crisp look. But you know, you can size up and get a little more vanilla up in there. We'll do the fits, yeah. Oh, we got Willie walking in.
Very nice.
Looking
Very
nice. There she is.
Short season.
Yeah, short season. We're talking, so Tyler's in the true to size right now. Fits, very wearable. But he was saying that he might prefer to size up. I'm trying to just get the metaphor of a difference between the between wearing them true to size, which is very doable, and when you size up. Like what's the right metaphor? What's the right descriptor?
I went to like soda.
Soda.
Like ways to drink soda, like fountain soda versus a can of soda.
Which one's the can? Which one's the
can
fountain?
is true to size.
Can is true to size, huh? Interesting.
But like a fountain soda without ice.
Okay, without. I don't drink soda, so this is like just all over my
I
head.
have a Diet Coke once a week.
Once a.
Um,
Sounds like an addict talking.
It's true. I have a steak and a Diet Coke once a week.
All right.
Yeah, that's my metaphor. That's
Yeah.
my
Okay.
contribution.
I'm not getting it, but I was thinking like more like the true to size is kind of like a cherry vanilla, and if you size up, you get the vanilla.
Okay. That's like a little more like esoteric, I
Okay.
feel.
Yeah, maybe. I wasn't doing great, but Tyler's gonna put on a.
You're doing great.
You want to get people here? I can show people. I'm in true to size too. Let's do a true to size. True to size, size 34, 5, 5'11", 180 pounds. And this is how I like it. I can wear the size up, but I like it like this. You get like a short effect, right? When you size up a little bit, it doesn't really feel short anymore. It's a short, right? So Tyler's gonna get into the size up, right?
Yep.
And let's tell you about some colors, and then we'll tell you about what's going on. These aren't new, obviously, but look at the colors. Seeing red, boom, well named. Dry tan. These both have the uncoral paracord, which if you dig in, you see is actually orange and pink combined. 2 oranges, 2 pinks. Pull back, and it's the uncoral. We got the Sandstorm, super classic. This is like the go-to if you've been wearing New Wave shorts since back in the day. It's been around a long time. Really easy to wear. Mid zone of the taupes, the tans. And we got Majewel, which Tyler was wearing. Really beautiful color. You know, like kind of like a spicy cuminy, like it's got a lot more yellow than we usually have in it. A little bit of, you know, it's a brown zone, and then you get this really nice like gorpy color combo out here with the Aberquois cord, and then we got the Olive Territory back here. So like nice dark muted olive with a nice high contrast cord. Now we get Tyler sized up, and then we'll get onto the other side, the blue side of the spectrum. So here's Tyler's sized up one. You can see it where it's like very, very easy. This is like, you know, it doesn't even feel short per se, right? Like you feel kind of like,
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like a five.
it doesn't feel like a short. It just feels like a short.
It
Yeah.
just feels like a short.
All right.
It's very comfortable in this size.
Yeah. So.
The waist, there's like a tiny bit of room.
Yeah.
I think that's fine, especially with.
It's basically ends up sitting like you get a little bigger on the waist and it sits a little lower on the hips, and that's why it doesn't look quite as short.
Thank you. That's exactly.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Where are you guys based in? We're in New York City.
Brooklyn.
I mean, technically we're in Brooklyn, but I would call it New York City.
We kind of grew up here, right? So.
I'm from Manhattan, so Brooklyn's cool. I live in Brooklyn, but I grew up in Manhattan, so I don't like to discriminate. I got ancestors from Staten, many ancestors from Staten Island. My mom's from Queens. You know, I live in Brooklyn now. I got some deep ancestors from the Bronx too. So we got all 5 boroughs represented. We don't discriminate. New York City is where it's at. All right, let's get some more colors going. We got the Lilac Haze.
I'm gonna try this one time.
All right, it's a 32. People want to go 32.
Yeah.
Well, but it's good to have color consistency. So I'd either try the Medjool or the black.
Okay.
So
Let's do it.
and so here we got the Lilac Haze with the Nightshade Paracord. Nice one. I don't know if we've ever used this one in public before. And then we got Dark Navy, super classic with the nice high contrast water cord. And you got your Anthracite, which is a newer dark gray with a little blue in there. Quite nice. Wonder if I should have flipped the sequence. The Dark Navy is maybe reading a little darker. But, and then we got the black with, what do we call this? Starlight or something? This was an accidental paracord.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. It was sort of an accident. But it's a nice chord. So, and then we'll pull back. Tyler's got the Medjool. So this is 2 sizes up in the Medjool. So Tyler's breaking up the table, but you can see size 32. Yeah, so it's running a little big, but it's wearable, right? But you definitely get a little bit of extra room in the waist, and it doesn't even look visually that much different than the 31. So I would definitely say, either true to size for a short effect, or size up 1 for a vanilla short effect. And then we'll look at all the colors minus Medjool. The missing brown, but you can see the range there.
I'll go back to 31.
You're going back to 31? All right, I'm going to get the Medjool back. Let's see what, I don't know. Willie, tell us about why you made this short. This was a Willie decision back in the day.
Yeah, we wanted a shorter, new way shorter, that fit a little shorter inseam, but it just felt more on the nose of what we wanted from this short. That was how do we take a product that we have and kind of adjust it to the time a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's where it's really where it came from.
And the New Way shorts were like a before your time, right? Like something you walked in on. Mm-hmm. And so I think one of the big things is like the New Way shorts, which we don't make anymore. There's a few on the site if you like bright colors. They're nice and cheap too. But we don't make new age shorts anymore. We're replacing them with the 7.5. So this is a shorter version. But what we really learned in the process was that we wanted to like relax the waistband out a bit and like make them sit a little bit lower on the hips. The new age shorts, the old new age shorts, really like, and they were designed to be sort of tailored, and they sat kind of high on the waist compared to a lot of shorts. So here we got the Medjool back in the range. Tyler hiding the cord. Let's see if I can one-hand it. Oh man. Oh, yeah, see, there's that beautiful.
What's that called again?
I think it's called. Well, I don't know how to pronounce it. Aberquois.
No, I wanted to hear you say.
Aberquois. I don't. We just combined aubergine. We were like, is it aubergine or is it turquoise or is it both? Well, it's both. And then there's also a little olive in the mix too. So, we should just call it Gorp. Be done with it. Southwest Gorp. It just felt a little cliche to go there, but it is kind of the color space. All right, let's see. Let's talk about what they are, right? So, it's a coarse short. Fabric-wise, this is our F cloth, the future cloth. Let's get it to focus in. There we go. Nice plain weave. And what this is Cordura grade nylon. So it's nylon 6.6. It's air texturized. So things like the strong twill or the bomb twill, those are not Cordura grade, but they're very similar. They're actually like tiny little suplexes, right? So like, I think suplex is technically 1.2D or something, whereas this is about a 200 denier Cordura. So like the yarns end up being similar size to the strong twill yarn, but it's only just one yarn, right? Whereas in the strong twill there's like 200 and something, right? And they end up netting out to about around the same. I think the strong twill is probably a little bit thicker actually, if you do the math. But in Cordura terms, right? Like Cordura goes up to like 1,000 pretty commonly, and they have even higher, right? So Cordura is like a thick, heavy, strong thing. Cordura and suplex are pretty much the same thing. They're nylon 6.6. That's air texturized. The suplex is just really thin. The Cordura is the thicker, but this is the thinnest. I don't want to say the thinnest, but it's very close to the thinnest that you'll find Cordura grade stuff. So it's nylon 6.6, which is a high tenacity nylon, stronger than nylon 6, and it's air texturized, which gives it like a cottony kind of feel, and it dulls it out, right? If you've got a mental image of nylon being really shiny, that's because you're looking at nylon 6, you're looking at smooth nylon, and you're looking at maybe calendarized melted nylon. All that combines to make it shinier. This is like a really nice dull surface feel that's not going to be like very shiny. It looks and feels great. It breathes really well. It's 200 GSM, so it's pretty light for a pant. For short, it's kind of average, I guess. But it's nicely breathable. Doesn't weigh that much, but it's super, super durable because it's a high tenacity nylon 6. And so we love this fabric. It's like a workhorse fabric. You can just beat it up constantly. It's really gonna last you. Obviously extreme circumstances like. It's not going to survive a fire. It's not going to survive like a bridge crash, right, or whatever. But regular wear and tear is great. It does have a little bit of elastic in it, two-way stretch, and again, two-way stretch is really characterizes the absence of restriction, not like feeling really stretchy, right? You can have really extreme two-way stretch that feels stretchy, but usually it's a four-way stretch that feels really stretchy. Two-way stretch is more like you notice if we like redid this fabric without it, you would notice the difference, but it would be more like you would notice the no stretch being kind of restrictive and this one not feeling restrictive. So super nice. That is the one weak point, especially if you wear them really tight. Like if you size down on these, sometimes we see like from like lots of abrasion, people wearing the F cloth really tight, that sometimes that'll destroy the lycra, the nylon, the elastane in the middle, and then the little bits will poke out. I hate to say this because I don't like to blame people, but like 9 times out of 10 when that happens, it means that you probably are wearing something too tight. If you wear these loose enough off the body, it just doesn't happen. but there's also a possibility that super hot dryers can destroy the elastane, right? Elastane is weaker. It's wrapped in nylon, so it's protected. But so that's the fabric, workhorse fabric. We've been making shorts with this for, I don't know, at least a decade. You can beat it up. You can swim with it. It's got a Zellin R3 DWR on it. Can't really see it. We don't have any water right immediately accessible. But, you know, we love Zellin R3. It's a C0 fluorocarbon-free, PFC-free DWR. And we think it's the best of them. There's a lot of different flavors of those fluorocarbon-free DWRs. None of them are oleophobic, right? That's why people still sometimes try and use the old fluorocarbon ones, because that's how you get the oleophobic. But it is very tannin resistant. It repels tannin stains, and that's why we like the oleophobic in the first place, is that it made the stuff, kept the stuff clean. So it stays really nice and clean. Great DWR. Is very durable. And then it'll dry pretty quickly, especially on the body, right? The combination of DWR and your body heat will dry it out pretty quickly. You know, if you throw it in a plastic bag and expect it to dry itself out, it's not going to happen. It needs airflow and it needs temperature difference to dry out. And then the construction. What else? Let's turn one of these things inside out. See in red. Alright, you want to tell us what's in here?
Yeah, so really, like, this is an important detail, is that what the back pocket that touches you is in self. And that was from trial and error a lot, because sitting on mesh isn't always so fun. And also, if you have a full mesh pocket, especially in the back, there can be some bounce. And so that is why that's there. The main thing for me is that it's like feels better sitting. It doesn't get.
Yeah, and the bounce, but the bounce is real. If you make a full stretch mesh back pocket and you put a foam back there, it'll bounce around a little bit. We find this balances out and you know, keeps the bounce in check. The right amount of bounce in the back. You gotta have the right amount back there.
Yeah, so that's why that's there. And with the underside is mesh, so water, you know, will flow through this.
Yes, so I mean that's the big thing. These shorts are really designed so that you can swim in them or wear them as like a nice tailored short, you know, like a swim to dinner kind of short. Mm-hmm. But I mean I'd say it's like more like a daily short first, and the swim, you know, it's not optimized for swimming. It's just optimized to be able to swim in.
Very good description. It's a cute little. I love this thing. I never use it, but I do love it.
Yeah.
Do you use this?
No, is that the key loop? I thought it was for hanging. I thought it was a hanging loop.
Yeah.
Hanging loop, yeah.
Hanging, yeah.
I forgot it's there. People are asking if there's. All right. Oh, yeah.
So that's there if you want to use it. I don't know. I like touching it. Back, you have the integrated paracord sewn into there. That's it. Front, full mesh.
Yeah, so full mesh, and so we find like in the front, like the bounce isn't much an issue because things kind of sit on your thighs, and they don't bounce around as much, and so full mesh works great here. Even more flow through, more breathability. You know, like kind of opens, so you can sort of see like the mesh in there. So there's actually like more room for air to escape. The fabric's pretty breathable in the first place, but it's extra.
And the pockets are anchored here to the fly, so it's not always the case in a lot of shorts like this. And I feel that it's superior pocket construction than a lot of what's up there. If you have a pocket facing, just say I said full pocket, full mesh, but you know, you're not seeing the mesh on the outside.
Yeah. So yeah, it's 80% mesh, right? And there's like the self in there, so you don't see the mesh hanging out. We got slot button here, super secure. Mm-hmm. Like these things don't fall out in our experience. I don't think I've ever seen one. I mean, if you cut it off, obviously, yeah. But wear and tear, and obviously we got the paracord and the 3-bar for nice easy adjust, so you can leave it loose and it'd be like whatever, or you can take it out if you want, if it bothers you for whatever reason. But this is a super easy adjustment. It'll keep those shorts on you if you're swimming in the waves. Or if you size up, too. It's
I
like
do
nice.
have a friend that does this a lot.
Huh. And what does he do with the button? Or what do they do with
It's
the
just
button?
like when it's like you just like don't want to button your shorts,
Oh.
but you want them to stay on. you know?
Alright.
And he like puts this through it, and then
Alright. Yeah.
and it's kind of a look. It really works. Like it's like a
Yeah, it's
practical.
excellent. Yeah, and you can really size down if you do
Yeah.
that. I mean, that's basically like the 1.3s set up in a way, like a mod or do your own 1.3. 7.5s come in the same colors. I think they are. Don't quote me 100%, but pretty sure. I know that we ran out of this paracord, and so like the paracord is going to change on the black to black, I think. But can't recall. All right, let's see what else do we got. Oh, there's people asking about. All right. Will Key Loop and or Big Fifth Pocket show up on any shorts this year? No, and that's 100% on me, and I don't know why. Like, it's something that bothers. Like, you know, I'm the one who the Big Fifth isn't me. That's Willie. The Key Loop was very much me, and that's how it ended up on the Yes pants and whatnot. And for some reason, I don't want it on the shorts, and I don't know why.
Same colors.
So blame me. It's definitely something we'll consider for next year, but none of them this year. I'm still. What?
Can you use this?
No, we're talking about other shorts.
Oh.
All right, I'm looking through these comments trying to see if there's anything else interesting. Injex gliders next week? No, not next week, but Injex paragliders are in the works. Non shortcut job jacket coming back. There's no plans for the job jacket coming back now, but it certainly could at some point.
I do love that one.
Tyler votes for the job jacket.
I wore it today, actually.
Are lid and foil bigs coming this year? Where did that even get out? Like, we just started talking about that, like, internally. There's some issues with the lid and foil, so everything lid and foil is in question, and but yeah, rough ET on the future gliders soon. What's next? 7. I think we're just hoping to get 7.5s next week. No, there are some other stuff. Sun fades. I think we got sun fades next week. I don't know. Next week's a little fuzzy. We're really, really hoping to get the 7.5s. They're supposed to be in the country, but not through customs yet. They're supposed to be delivered tomorrow, so fingers crossed. What shirt is Willie wearing? What shirt are you wearing, Willie?
It's the row.
It's the row. Oh,
Yeah.
Willie's in the row.
Yeah. My pants are Injex though.
Injex pants are really soon. The regular injected linen pants in a few weeks, and then there's lots of other Injex pants coming. So lots and lots of Injex in the pipeline over the next month, 6 weeks, something like that. Different flavors of Injex well on the way. All right, what's next? See these colors. Seeing red, just popping live, loud, and you can see wow, yeah, the seeing red's like destroying the lilac haze. It doesn't even look like the camera doesn't even want to see the lilac, but the lilac haze is like a really nice wearable bright color. It's a really it's like reading almost gray here, but it's definitely clearly like a purple, like a light, easy to wear purple. Like this is the one if you're like want some color, but you don't want to go like boom color. This is the boom color. This is like you want to stand out. This is the raging bullshit. And then we got some nice muted tans and taupes, and then we got like the medjool, which is kind of like a golden brown. It's like a golden, it's like a sweet date. And then the olive territory is like a nice dark olive. In Europe, they might call it khaki. It's funny that my girlfriend used to work for Helmut Lang way back in the day, like, and all the Austrians would talk about this color, and she thought they were saying khaki,
Yeah.
Which was like this color khaki, because like it made no sense that like it would be khaki, but in Europe, like especially in like German speaking countries, this is actually khaki, not this. But yeah, it's like a dark olive. And so we got the black, obviously easy, anthracite, a really nice sort of medium dark gray with a little blue tint to it, and then we got dark navy, super classic, and then back, and you can see the lilac coming from this angle without the red fucking it up on the camera. Reads, oh, it's varying. Right angle, yeah, now I'm getting a nice lilac color. When I'm getting close, it gets a little messed up. Alright, what else do we got? 4 minutes, these are going up. Any refraction? What color was refraction? I remember it, but I don't remember what it looked like. Dreamweight colors. Yeah, there's 2 melanges, but we don't have any previews of them. Dreamweight melange coming soon. Yeah, everything's like we're in the period like the load in where it's like really about like when things come is very much on the factory and on the airlines and the customs and all that stuff. Everything's trying to load in, and stuff's coming. Some stuff's getting delayed. Some stuff moves fast, right? Things change, so it's all like the weeks shift a little bit. All right, Injex Camp colors, or Injex and Oversize are both coming back. Yes. Estimated drop for Injex Airs or Future Little Bigs. The Future Little Bigs will come first. And Future Gliders should come before Injex Gliders. Yeah, all that stuff's in work. So, barring surprises in the production chain, lots of stuff coming. And again, like the next 4 weeks, 6 weeks, we're loading in. So stay tuned. Anything else? No. That's it. Final. All right. On that note, we're out. What's up, Michael? There's Tyler. We're out. And we're out of here. Thanks.